Lisa Donner here for LibertyNation.com, and with me today is Laura Volkovic. Laura is one of our newest writers. She's from Australia, but is living currently in the UK, and she's written a very interesting article about the latest developments in Brexit. Laura, can you give us the latest and tell us what's going on there?
Yes, Lisa. The Brexit negotiations between the UK and the European Union are not going very well. It seems they're being frustrated because most of the people involved, including the Prime Minister, don't seem to want Brexit to really happen. The recent incident discussed in my article involved the Westminster Parliament giving themselves a meaningful vote on whether to accept or veto any deal that the government strikes with the EU. This was a major defeat for the Prime Minister, Theresa May, who, because of this, will not really have the authority to make the final negotiations on behalf of the UK. On the surface, it may seem like a good thing that Parliament will have a say on the final decision. However, this is not as democratic as it first seems, since over 70% of politicians actually want to stay within the EU. And the concern is that they have given themselves a real chance to sabotage the Brexit deal. The public already voted for Brexit, and every interference from Parliament only adds more doubt about its success.
So, Laura, it's kind of one step forward and two steps back. I'm wondering, what is the reaction of the people in the UK who voted to leave the European Union? Do you sense a feeling of betrayal?
The reaction from Leave advocates and voters has been pretty strong. There's definitely a feeling of betrayal. While Remainers claim that a parliamentary vote would be proper and democratic, the track record of these politicians shows that by far most MPs want to stop Brexit in all but name. And as exemplified by Lord Andrew Adonis, who tweeted that this incident marked the first step towards the defeat of Brexit. So people are thinking that this means it may not happen. The worst betrayal, however, is from the political parties that recently campaigned during an election saying they would work to make Brexit happen. But after the election, they've completely changed their policy, including the major opposition party, the Labour Party, leaving people with no real alternative to the government of Prime Minister Theresa May, or as she's become known, Theresa the Appeaser. And her government has been very weak.
Why do you think most politicians in the UK despise Brexit and want to stay in the EU?
The politicians who have been running the major political parties are essentially globalists who have been working toward closer integration with a centralized European government for decades. For example, Tony Blair has been working to stop Brexit since the referendum, and even in the past few days has been talking about trying to stop it completely. Over the years, most of the politicians who have been chosen by the party authorities to stand for election have been those who supported the pro-EU line. That's why it's often said that these political elites live in a Westminster bubble, and why most politicians have the same anti-Brexit stand.
Laura, that was very enlightening. Thank you so much for joining us today on LNTV. I'm Lisa Donner. You just heard from Laura Volkovic. Please read her fine article on LibertyNation.com.